Welcome back, guys, to part 2 of the map first impressions video of Hof Bergmann Reloaded. To the keen eye, you may notice that it is now earlier in the day than it was at the end of part 1, and also we now have a lot more money again. Well, that is because I restarted the game save because I realized that there was a mod that was that I didn't put in that I probably should have added. So I added it in and started a new save game just in case it affected what we had here at the main farm or what we would see as we drove around. And what I added was a recent mod that was created for this map, which is kind of an extension of the GTX LS mod bale storage buildings, but it's been customized for this particular map. It includes several things that are custom to this map. And also, I noticed something else. Take a look at those clouds. Those clouds are moving. I did not notice that yesterday when I was recording the part 1 of the video, but I am noticing it today. Those clouds are clearly moving. I'm staying here stationary, and I put the tree there on purpose so you can see the clouds move past the tree. So for anybody they are definitely moving. That is pretty cool. So what I wanted to do before we started driving around the map was to just do a quick drive around the main farm here and see if maybe we found or could see that if there were any bale storage buildings that were put in here. And I have to also say that the up here, what was it? No, wherever the see any of that back on. Let's go over here because there was something over here that I saw earlier today that I did not talk about the last video. That was there is a water storage pit over here. Talk about. Here we have our goats. This is where the goats are. We have. Not sure if this is where manure piles up or what the deal with that is. At any rate, what we got over here, this is a water storage item. See, we can store water up to 200,000 liters in here. Message here at the bottom, it's hard to read, but it says, attention, no live display of filling level when filling. Okay, so I guess when you're putting this in here, I suppose that you're not seeing the ticker tick up right away. It's possible that the ticker will only tick up after a few minutes after you've loaded it. As I was saying, I was talking about that that storage container that I said looked like it was a 3-point hitch. Well, I went back and I looked at the video a little closer this morning, and I don't think it's a 3-point hitch. I think it's a wheel loader or a telehandler connection or a skid steer connection. Here's the custom Flegel trailer that you need to transport your chickens and whatnot. And this is that interesting thing where you somehow you transport cows. This thing. Bit interesting. Sure how that works, but it is rather interesting. There are lots of unique things, like I was saying yesterday on this map. Lots of very, very unique elements. Almost makes you want to play the map just to experience those changes. Over here. something else. It's the beat. It's the beat thing. Okay. Alright. Now with that little bit of an update, let's go ahead and head on over here. We do have other things on the PDA. There's a little water icon showing you the water point over here. Let's head across the street to what looks like the sheep area. Wow, there's lots of equipment lined up over there. So is this another silage bunker? Let's take a look. And yes, it is. We can put more silage in here. Left shift, make this bigger again. Zoom a little bit. There we go. It's just so we can see a little bit more of the map down there as we're exploring. Vehicle parking area. Oh, that's pretty cool. So there's a parking lot over here. Because the main farm is fairly tight. There's that auto loading belt. See, I think this is more. This is for a wheel loader or a skid steer or a telehandler. That connection is. So here we have a seed master. Seed master takes grain, and grain is typically wheat, barley, canola, corn, and liquid fertilizer, and we get seed out of here. You have liquid. This is a liquid fertilizer storage tank. And what is this cool looking thing? Fertamax. Water. Oh, this is so cool. This is a stationary liquid fertilizer mixing station. It goes with the storage. This is cool. I wish that liquid fertilizer mixing mod included this as a option to place on the map. That would be way cool. This takes water and nitrum bags. This let me show you what these bags are here. Pallets, and these are with the straw harvest add-on. Nitrum bags. You must need to add the liquid. I thought. Check real quick. Check something real fast here. I don't see it in here. A mod, maybe it was. Let me check. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, an optional. It doesn't list the liquid fertilizer mixing as an optional mod for here, so it's not in the. I don't see it in the starter vehicle pack, but I will put a link to that in the description of part 2 of the video. Basically what it is, if you're not familiar, the liquid fertilizer mixing station includes as a placeable the silo here. It also includes two mixing tanks, one to mix liquid fertilizer and one to transport liquid fertilizer. And then it also includes this nitrum bags that are sold under the pallets. So you put water and a nitrum bag in here. I guess you put the bag on top of that, and then it makes 8,000 liters of liquid fertilizer. This is way cool. Got fuel in. This is a fuel storage. So fuel in. See our readout of top is in. I guess the top is out. We have our fuel out there. Store fuel. Got our harvester and our header. Our tractors over here. This is that auto load overloader. I'm gonna have to get this out and try this. Very interesting. Not sure what that does, but it's auto load. Interesting. I like how these are turned. They're not perfectly straight. Pretty cool. Just makes it look like somebody actually parked them there and they weren't just perfectly placed. Okay. Period. Well, let's drive up. This video is going to be long enough. Let's just drive up. In fact, this may be the first time I have a part 3 map video, because this is chocked full of stuff. This is a sheep area. Let's see where. On this map, sheep produce manure. Take a look at that. Sheep, manure, and wool. This must be where the manure piles for the sheep. I always kind of thought that was a little odd. The sheep didn't actually make manure. Wondering if this is where the wool pallets spawn. Possibly here. Have our grass trough. And here's the Bible. Sheep. And then I saw up here, this is the water trigger, I suspect. This can't be water. Water. Water down here. Water, water everywhere, but nowhere to be found. Oh, I'm an idiot. Right here it is. We walked past it so many times. Here's the water trough. Sheep. Alright, let's head on up here. This way. And we're going to come over here to... this is that other animal, isn't it? It's like a cow, but I guess it's not. So these are the South American cows. First time ever I've seen this in a map, where you can buy the South American cows. Got our water trough here. This appears to be water fill trigger. It's definitely a trigger there. Trigger over there. It's definitely. There's our zebu. Got our silage trough here. Duck tank. And if we look here, the zebu take water, straw, grass, hay, silage, and TMR. So the zebu are typical of standard farm sim cows. The farm sim or the cows on this map take water, straw, grass, silage or hay pellets, beet pulp or power food. So then they take their ratios are different. Take 50% base food for the regular cows, 30% power food or beet pulp for the regular cows, 30% base food for silage hay, and 50% power food or TMR for the zebu. Probably where the piles up. Gate up. Thing down here. As far as another feeding trough. So here is the grass trough. We have our liquid slurry point here. So we've got stationary clouds, and then we have moving clouds. Stay here long enough, we'll see those clouds move over the sun. That long. Let's back up here, and let's head up the road here because I want to see field 4. Seems like a fairly large field. We have another set of animals up here by field 4. Oh. We're 15.65 hectares, $1.2 million. I like the field. It's got a nice slope to it. I like there's some rolling hills in there. Very nice the way the field is overall laid out geographically. It's the zebu farm. Have an island here, and I suspect these do have collisions on these trees. Yes. So this is not a field for your standard hired helpers. If you use Courseplay, you should use the islands, void islands, or detect islands, or something feature. Alrighty. Let's go over here and buy us up some more cows. Cow pasture. Cow pasture 1. So, this animals feed. Cows, 200. That. The only bad part about these phasing out icons is I can't get close enough to see what the heck they really are. And it looks like a guy maybe milking a cow, so maybe that's where milk spawns. So I think maybe this is where the where you get little milk jugs, possibly. Let's see here. Cows, 200 pieces. You must not be able to buy them. You must have to deliver the cows here. Then you can have up to 200 cows, and you have then 4,000 liters of hay bales, water, and battery. Just have to charge. Looks like you have to charge the electrical fence here somehow, and then you get pasture milk, which must appear over there. Now, in the first version of this map, I remember milk jugs appeared here on this platform. That may be where the milk shows up. Looks like it's the water trigger. I'd say a lot of this stuff is probably going to be, you know, trial and error. There is a kind of a user guide, or a not really a manual, but kind of a picture representation of a lot of these production animal areas that are also linked from the map download. But the biggest down point to that is it's in German. It's a PDF, so I can't really quickly translate it that I know of. So that's kind of where we are on that. But you could use Google Translate and just highlight words and put them into Google Translate and get a general gist of what's going on. I am noticing periodic stuttering on my system. And I've got a, say it's a beefy system, but it's not watered down either. We're running a GTX 960 and got an i5, 3.5 gigahertz. It's overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz and 16 gigs of RAM. So I'll just leave the frame counter up for a little bit. What do we got here? We have a slurry separator. We bring slurry, get digestate, and straw, bedding material. Digestate, this is where your straw comes in. This is where your digestate must come out, and then your slurry must go in there. That is a pretty interesting facility. And here we've got a BGA, and I think there's a control. Here it is, a control station in here. So we bring biomass in here, and then we get digestate and biogas. So biomass, I'm not really sure what that may be, but it may be maybe silage, newer. I'd have to pull this up in the editor to get an exactly what it about. So this must be where biomass, maybe biomass goes in there. Your solid biomass goes in here. So one of the suggested mods was the hose system. So it looks like maybe this is part of the hose system. You had the hose system on included. Then this oil fruits, and you get biodiesel. So we must be able to produce fruit oil somewhere, and we bring it here, and then we get biodiesel out of this area. Cool. Wish you could open that door and go in and be like a little control computer area. That would be cool. And I'm guessing with all this biodiesel production, yep, this is a fuel storage input and output. Slick. Let's head on around. We got a silage pit over there, which kind of makes me think that the biomass means silage. See, our frame counter is dipping down in the 50s. We have a silage trigger. I'm going to try to just go on here. I'll leave that frame up. I don't want to go that way. I'll leave this frame counter up for now. Just for a portion of the video as we kind of drive around. Field 16 we own here on the left. So guys, let me know what you what you all are thinking about this map. Have you played Hof Bergmann Reloaded? Have you looked at Hof Bergmann before it was reloaded? the initial, I guess, release? Field 17 is here on our left. Looks like we're coming up to the sawmill based on the icon. Yep, sawmill, and this one has hours of operation. Animated sawmill over here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat there. Let's see here. Where do we wonder where we deliver our logs at. Check. Can't figure out where our log delivery point is. There's our wood chip trigger. Wood chips. Side. There we go. So we're going to bring our logs and basically put them here on this pile, and that's where our log sell point is. I'm going to look at the map again. Because I'm okay. Can't get to there unless I... So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and check out this area. We're going to double back and check out the lime pit. Then we'll head south over here. We'll check out this space down here. And then we're going to check out all of this. So I am glad that that this map is using the M Company script now, because I think that's allowing the translation, the language, to be there. Because if I recall correctly, what's going on? If I recall correctly, the original version of this map just used the fabric scripts, and I think everything was in German. And basically, when you walked up to a factory, you kind of had to know the right language. You had to know German to understand what was going on. But it seems with M Company here, things are showing up in English. I guess that means that there are several languages possibly that are set up on the map, and thankfully English is one of them. This is a it's a vegetable area. We have a large pad over there for just placing things. Check that out here in a few moments. Wow, look at these greenhouses. Vegetable growing. Went and... Oh, I should have read that. Oh, classic. Get a pop up and click on it. Classic. This appears to be water. To be an irrigation. That is pretty cool. So we had red cabbage. Bring red cabbage saplings. We deliver red cabbage saplings here and water, and we get red cabbage. Looks like we get one red cabbage head for every sapling we deliver. So this is obviously where we bring the water. So we possibly bring the saplings and put them here. Not here. These are red cabbage saplings again. And it's the same thing. Red cabbage saplings. Yep. Got water storage. Greenhouse over here. It has the same little notice about no live filling that we can touch. There. Got red cabbage heads. Okay, so we bring our loose cabbage heads into here, and we get pallets of red cabbage. Totally cool. Totally cool on there. That is wicked. Keep looking around here. I wonder if what this one is. This is cucumber. Bring manure or compost and water, and we get cucumber boxes. This looks like where maybe we get our lettuce boxes. Manure and water to get lettuce. It's a cucumber one. Are there 3 cucumbers? And I guess there are 3 lettuces. There's 3 lettuces. And then must be, maybe this is where we can dump and store a large pile of manure. We have, look like possibly tomatoes. Not getting the pop-up on them. Past it. So tomatoes, 4 greenhouse tomatoes, water and compost, and we get tomatoes on a pallet. 1. So we must have 4 of each. I was only seeing 3. Okay. So we still don't know where we get red cabbage saplings from. It's not something we can buy. I saw. Alright, let's run back up here to our truck, Jeep. Still need to figure out where we get red cabbage saplings from to put into here. Here's the main road, and take a left. Here we have another one of those cow pastures. Not getting the pop-up for this one. Again, if it's like that other one, it was what, 200 pieces of cow, and there it is. Cow pasture number 3. We have 100 cows here, and 4,000 liters of hay, 10,000 liters of water, and we then have to somehow supply the juice to the battery. Not sure how we power the battery at this point. And we get pasture milk. this looks like. Something that we can purchase. Okay, building property. So 1.5 hectares. With the purchase of this property, you have the possibility to place buildings or other items. Cost is $150,000. Press R to open the purchase dialog. And we would put in $150,000 here. We would hit buy, or we can make payments, and then the price would go down until we finally had paid it all off. And then we could roll in there and put stuff down there as a placeable area, as if there wasn't enough to do on the map. Really. Let's just spin around here. And we'll head over here to the lime pit. Sawmill. Seeing the lime over here to our left. Take this road here. Field 4 and follow it around to the lime pit. This road extends on up to a forest area up here. Left. Right. Oh, mud there. Something really caused us to lose traction. But looks like a decent field here that we can mow grass in. And look at that lime. It's a big pile there. Oh, it's like making me squint. Guess we just roll in here and guess we just scoop it out. This big mountain maybe? I don't really know. For lime. Alright, let's head back to the Jeep and head down south. Alrighty. Now, I have gone ahead and put in the liquid fertilizer production pack. That is the mod that I was talking about earlier. And when we get back down here to the mixing liquid fertilizer mixing station, I'll show you that in the store. Now, I've been thinking a little bit about this, and I'm wondering if maybe there isn't a place to buy or produce these nitrum bags. Simply because of the fact that I wouldn't see that being left out of the vehicle pack as an oversight. Wouldn't have thought that it would have been left out of the optional mods as an oversight either. So I'm thinking possibly that it was. It's not that you need to buy these nitrum bags. I'm thinking there may be a way to produce these that we just haven't seen yet. Similar to the red cabbage saplings or seedlings that we had over here at the at the greenhouses. Let's one in here. And let's go over here and if you put the liquid fertilizer production or fertilizer mixing mod in, here in the pallets there will be a nitrum bag, 600 liters for $280, and that's basically what this wanted. 600 liters of nitrum. So, but I'm guessing that there's going to be a way to produce this. There's so many other things going on here that really just makes me think we just haven't seen where we produce this yet. Let's head on down here. Kind of look around a little bit. Field 2 is a field we don't own. Field 9. It's up the way here a little bit. We haven't seen that one yet. And I was looking at that the book, the manual that I was talking about, and for those cow areas, it says that there is a battery that we need to buy, or I guess get. I've not found out where that is yet, so we'll have to hopefully find that because it's not here in a miscellaneous. Nothing about a battery under miscellaneous. Here are just the mixer, the liquid pack, and the transport for the liquid pack. Those are with the liquid pack that again is linked in the description. You get the pallet filling system. Oh, I guess that is included in here. And then the rear decks, we talked about those. Get this cool little picky in the vehicle pack. Yeah, I don't know where the battery would be. Is it a placeable? Slowly. We looked here. Oh, and then this is with the vehicle, the liquid pack too. It's the storage that we saw. We're at the parking area, and there's a nitrum tank. This is a fill point. Buy it in bulk. Let's see where. Oh, there it is. There's the battery that we got to buy. Okay, so we got to buy this battery. Buy a little chicken feed, geese feed, dog food. Sheep feed in a bag can be used as replacement food for sheep, but it's also needed for rearing lambs. Piglet food, piglet milk. Needed to breed piglets. Solid fertilizer bag, seed. Oh, this is probably where the nitrum is. The nitrum's here under map additionals, I bet. So we don't need that liquid mixer mod, liquid production probably. Balance a pig food bag. It's a pretty good deal, $1,800 for 2,000 liters. Piglet feed bag, sheep mix. Here's a nitrum bag. Bedding material bale of straw, bale of manure that you use for greenhouses if you don't have animals. Silage bales. Okay, so you need this to make cheese. You have egg carton pallet. Pack eggs on the chicken farm. This is, oh, here is the red cabbage saplings we've been talking about. right here. Okay. Transport pallet. Transport various goods. Tensioning straps. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to check that out. Holy moly. Okay, this is the bale add-on mod that I talked about. So this is a placeable. I thought these may be placed around the map. Maybe they still are. We're going to plop a couple of these down here and just show you where they go. Ore stack, silage stack, bedding material stack, beet pulp bale stack. Okay. There you go. The map additionals. That's where I should have been looking the whole time. This is, if I'm remembering right, this is like a storage point for root crops. Remembering correctly. Let's see, open that door. Obviously bring them in here. Tip them. Thought there was a way to tip them here. There we go. Now we can bring them, tip them in here, and then you can get your pipes out, or potatoes and sugar beets out of here. That's what this is. Thinking that that is potatoes and sugar beets. Thinking. Close that back. Now I know this is going kind of long. We've already split this map video up into 2 parts. To tell you the truth, I'm thinking about maybe even splitting it up into 3 parts. And if I do that, this will be the first time that I've done a 3-part map video. But there's just so much going on here, so much to explore, and you know, so much to possibly interact with. We haven't even, you know, scratched the surface of some of the cool things that are going on here. It's field 9. And back over here and check out this whole area. Let's head down here. Come in here and possibly get water. What does this say? Don't know what that says, but I'm thinking that means you can back down here and get water. Let's just around to a couple fields. Well, there might be a way up to that other area, so we'll just whip around and make our way back up here. Large grass field, field 5. Is 5.31 hectares, $430,000. Look at this grass. It's got little white flowers in it. Pretty cool. Really nice looking wild grass texture here. Got some grass that's already come to head to seed. Everything really, really cool. This is definitely the map to play, in my opinion, if you can kind of get over the German over the German language barrier. I did do a video on kind of how to translate a map a long time ago. So if you're really digging this and finding the language barrier a little bit too difficult, you could probably do that. It is a fair bit of work to go in and change out lots of the sign textures and everything, but basically you'd go in here and you'd change out all this stuff and basically translate it, and then use a photo editor to change it around. But then you could have a custom version of this map that was translated to English or whatever language you prefer. But again, if you do that, absolutely under no circumstance are you to upload that and share it with others. That is something that would be a private mod. Interesting magazine in there. We got a radio and I wonder if we have what appears to be more water storage here. Oh no, this is a water treatment plant. Spraying slurry our digestate and we get water out. Apparently lose half of the volume. Okay. And this is a blue garbage bag. And you see we have 9%. I want to show you what we do with these blue bags here. Oops. We don't throw the blue bags on. Oh, come on. This bag is slippery. Okay. Oh! Just gonna stash it here in the back seat for now. Just strapping this thing down. Strap it down. Let's hope that this thing doesn't. Well. Alright. We'll play with that later. Selling point for Slurry Digestate. Then I guess this is the water treatment plant. That is has a moving, clear, like a clear texture over it to make it look like the digestate is moving there, flowing, or I guess being circulated. Guessing most of this may be just decoration. There isn't any activity to interact with this. Got something here. This must be something that we fill. Let's see if we can get that interactive graphic to pop up. Let's click on this. Water treatment. Water treatment. Slurry will sell us 100. Maybe that's where we bring Maybe that's where we pick up the finished water. Here. This is kind of the, well, that's his water. Let's get water out of here, and we must bring our slurry and digestate and put it, not here, this is the sell point to sell it, but we must bring it in here and hook it up to that tank, slurry and digestate, and we get our clean water out of there, I bet. It says fasten and unfasten tension belt. Not showing up there. Alright. Well, maybe there will be a recycle bag that I can show you when we get to that area. Here we are to this. This appears to be a sell point, amongst many other things. Native Farmer, does he say anything? Hi, how are you doing? You want to talk to me, dude? Now we got a black bag. The black bags aren't anything but decoration. It's the blue bags that are usable. Hi. Hey, now you want to talk. Let's have what looks like storage here. Vehicle storage. And pallets of wool. Okay. It's pretty cool. So, you can sell here. It will take wood chip pallets, compost pallets, silage pallets, potato pallets, or tomato pallets. Maybe it's pallets of biogas, like as fuel pallets, maybe. Crates are loose: potatoes, sugar beet, eggs, lettuce, red cabbage, and cucumber. Then we can sell big bags of seed, fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and whole grain. Remember, we have a way to make bags and pallets and crates of things up at the main farm. And then bales of straw, manure, silage, or wool are accepted here. Let's see here, we have liquid silage? Silage. Must be liquid fertilizer. Seed. Solid fertilizer. Solid. That is. And I got a silage icon. Then there's a jug. Digestate? Oh no, dude. Not no. Looks like we have a bale sell point. Sell bales. Fertilizer, lime, and seed. Triggers. Saying hi. And let's just check and see. And market. Bales, pallets. So grain is accepted here. There's all your prices for everything. And I'm thinking you can buy stuff from here too, if that's what those are. Checking out here. So another thing is, I think one point somebody said in the old Hof Bergmann, I think you could get pig food out of that spout right there. I don't know. It's almost like you'd have to come down here with a little trailer and get something out of each of those to really just figure out exactly what they have going on here. Got fuel buy point where we can purchase fuel, refuel our vehicles. Let's just back up in here and see if we can refuel. Oh, back on. There I am. Okay, by the pump I do. Let's head on up here to what appears to be chicken farm. We have another cow area and a pony area. We have another cow area. Now let me see here. I wonder, is that? I wonder what happens if we go pick battery. I have to pick it up from the shop and bring it here. Okay. Well, I guess over time the battery wears down and you'll have to buy another one. Again, we have 200 cows can go in here. We don't buy them here. We have to deliver them, I suppose. Hay or hay bales, water, and the battery, and we get pasture milk. I go check out the pony and chicken farm, and then we are going to actually call this for part 2, and then we'll come back and do part 3. I think I've decided to do that. It's just we still have a big section of the map left to do, and we're already close to an hour, I would say, on part 2. There's another area. Looks like, oh, here we can buy the chicken farm. Holy cow! I'm running up into a collision. So the chicken farm production plant for eggs, approximately 2.51 hectares, is part of the chicken farm. With the purchase of chicken farm, you get 3 chicken stalls, a packing station for eggs, and 3 brinkers chicks. Okay. Collision all the way across to where I fly in there. It's like it. Let's see if I can fly in there just to explore. Oh, I missed it. Ain't there? Okay, so let's just explore here. These must be the drinkers. Incubators, eggs and incubator. So we put eggs in here, and we get baby chicken boxes. Okay. Just a light switch. Okay, just a light switch. Grains, wheat, barley, and corn. So we put wheat, barley, and corn in here. Oh, that's cool. Look, we got wheat, barley, and corn. This either makes chicken feed and we get chicken feed out, or we can pull up a silo under here, or a tipper under here, and pull out wheat, barley, or corn. The chicken houses. 200 chickens, and straw and grain, wheat, barley, corn, or chicken feed. And we get 10,000 liters of water in here. And we start producing egg laying boxes and manure. Okay. I think we got, what, 3 of those chicken houses with the purchase of the chicken farm. And then what do we have here? It's one of those pallets. Can't move it. That said. So we bring egg cartons and cardboard boxes and water, and we get packed egg boxes. So this must be a iRobot. This must be like an egg cleaning station. So we bring in fresh eggs, which we must put over here, I guess. We put cardboard boxes somewhere. Here also. And water. I guess we put water in from outside. And then we get packed eggs over here. Look, see if we have water point out here. Yep, here, put our water. And I think these are the IBC cases or pallets that they're talking about. IBC stands for, guessing. Their chicken area. Roaming, that's where, that chicken area, we got room. There's where you put your water for the chicken roaming areas. There. Then it looks like we just got an area back here to store things. Maybe we can store our eggs before we take them to market. Store whatever farm equipment we would want for our chicken farm. Got 2 really small fields up here. We'll see what they are priced at. Top of here. Then it's the pony area. Right here, I guess. The pony ranch. We can buy the pony ranch. So the pony ranch is approximately 1.16 hectares, and we can breed ponies. With purchase of the pony ranch, you get a large pasture, 2 stables, and a barn. $150,000. Pony ranch barrier. We are. This must be yes. Trough. Must be bedding stalls. This barn opens. I'm not seeing the little pop-up graphic. Tell us what's going on in here. Move back here closer to the gate, it will tell us. Okay, let's explore a little bit more. trigger in there. It's a light switch. Water. This looks like this whole thing is a trigger, so this must be like bedding. There's trough, feed trough. Let's open the gate. I'm not really sure what the deal is on the ponies. So fly back over here. Get back to our Jeep. We'll check out the these two fields, and that'll be the end of part. $23 right here. 1.39 hectares, $112,000. And I guess right here is just as good a spot as any to show you this bale stuff under map additionals. So we can put down a round bale stack here. Let's just plop it down. You see all the little green round bales? That's where the round bales will appear once you put them down. And let's put down a square stack. See, clearly we can put in more square bales than round. So there we are. So the silage, the hay, and the grass, they look all the same. They just have different ground textures. So if you bring a bale up here and it goes inside here, it will take it and it will appear right here, and you can basically stack up round bales just like the GTX LS mod bale storage. And you come up here and you hit R, and then you got the round bale icon, and this one will hold 54 round straw bales, and you can just pull them out or put them in storage however you want. Same with this one. This one will hold 180 though, 80 square straw bales. When they're in this storage, they are not subject to rain seasons because they are basically, you may visually see them, but they are tucked away, they're stored away, not being affected by moisture stored in. Check out field 2. Field 22, 0.99 hectares, $79,000. So we are corresponding with our general $80,000 per hectare on that. And let's just check this. Is this water? All right, I'll be right back with part 3.